What is up, Ravens? Welcome to another ONW Now. I'm Riley Murray.
And I'm Jeremiah Cook, and we got a good one for you guys today, so let's run it.
Before we start this action-packed show, let's take it over to Cece Coprianian for our favorite segment, Get to Know the Academy.
Thanks, Riley. Welcome back to Get to Know the Academy's Ravens. Today with me, I have Sherilyn Hernandez. Sherilyn Hernandez is from Olathe East and is in the Future Educators Academy. Welcome to the show. So my first question for you is, what is Future Educators Academy and why did you pick that?
Yeah, so the Future Educators Academy is an academy for students who are thinking about being a teacher, maybe a therapist, social worker, kind of working with students and like their mental health and helping developing like young minds.
I love that. So why did you pick that strand?
So I decided, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do at first. I kind of wanted to be like a lawyer or something like that. But then I realized that I really loved working with other people and helping them reach their goals. And I thought, why not be an educator? That's something that they do like almost every day.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So is there a way to extend your skills in this academy?
Yes, so there is this club called the Ed Rising Club. And so basically, you kind of take those skills that you learn from this academy, and you don't have to be in the academy to be in this club, but it helps reinforce those skills. So this club kind of takes those skills and puts it in a competition. So you have the ability to go to regional competition, state, and as well as nationals. And so last year was at DC. So we were able to go over there last year, so that was awesome.
Wow, I bet that was.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last question for you is, do you plan to have an educational career?
I do. I thought long and hard about this, and at first I wanted to work more with like middle school and high school, but after doing some observations last year and this year as well, I've decided to focus my education on more elementary and ELL services.
I love that. So what's ELL?
ELL is a program for students who don't have English as their primary language, and so this program specializes on reinforcing those English skills with the students.
I love that. That's amazing. Okay, well, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for being on this show. And Ravens, I'll see you next time. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Cece, for that amazing segment.
You know, Jeremiah, I've been thinking about New Year's resolution.
Oh, for real? One of my New Year's resolutions was to hit the gym.
Hey, I know someone who has the same resolution. Let's take it to Marin Rap to hear about a new workout place called Club Pilates.
What's up, Ravens? With the new year approaching and a long list of resolutions, Reformer Pilates may be the perfect thing for your fitness and health goals. And better yet, it's right here in Lenexa, Kansas.
Pilates is a full body, low impact workout. It's suitable for every single body type, very safe for your joints. And good for everyone.
Founded in 2007 all the way in San Diego, Club Pilates has expanded worldwide from right here in Lenexa, Kansas all the way to Tokyo, Japan, providing over 8 million workouts a year with a variety of classes.
My favorite part about my job is just seeing members improve, seeing people fall in love with workouts, seeing people happy to come in, and just the community around Club Pilates is inspiring to me and makes me love what I do.
This low-intensity yet targeting workout works with a variety of equipment such as reformers, TRX straps, tension springs, weights, and even a ballet bar, originally creating a workout to optimize dancers to their body's full potential.
Pilates was started from a hospital bed made into the reformer, which is the piece of equipment we use. So it was actually created to help wounded soldiers get mobile in the hospital beds.
Upon your entrance, the welcoming instructors and staff ensure everyone feels empowered in the fitness world, including convenient features and a variety of apparel that makes the experience unbeatable for everybody.
It helps you improve those injuries. If you want tonedness, you can get toned. So everybody can, young, old, boy, girl, whatever works.
Be sure to check out Club Pilates and get your body moving this new year. For ONW Now, this has been Marin Rap. Now, back to the desk.
Wow, Riley, that was a great story.
I think I know where I'm going for my next workout. Makes me feel less stressed, you know?
Yeah, same, but let's send it over to Keaton and Heidi.
We aren't selling pottery. We're selling the experience.
Ceramic Cafe is a local pottery studio that allows people to use their creativity in a new way.
So at Ceramic Cafe, the primary thing people do is come in and paint pottery. The pottery's already made, but they come in and design how they want to paint it. They paint it, we fire it in the kiln, and they pick it up later.
And fuse glass, and then you can also come in and purchase 2 pounds of raw clay and create something of your own.
After recently celebrating the studio's 25th anniversary, they reflected on how it all began.
Sarah's always said that it was a really creative thing that she wanted to do. My inspiration for coming to work here is because I'm an artist, and this just kind of fits what I wanted to do.
I was traveling with my husband and kids at the time, and they were little, and we stopped in a studio called the Bisque Bistro that was in Laguna Beach. They had just opened, and it was like a brand new concept, and we had so much fun painting that on the way home I said, we're going to do this in Kansas City, and sure enough we did.
They host all kinds of events and fundraisers for their community.
We have a party room that seats up to 24 to 30 people. We have a lot of birthday parties. We have a lot of family groups that come in and do, just family gatherings. We do ladies' nights.
And then I book special events, so if we have parties, right now I'm scheduling for Valentine's Day. We're going to have a teen Valentine event, and we're going to have a Galentine's, which happens the day before Valentine's Day.
The studio offers hands-on experience for high schoolers in the area.
We do have opportunities for high schoolers to come in and work part-time. They usually work on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We do offer internships. We have a staff member right now that's doing a work study, so that's always an option.
The most rewarding part of the process isn't the final product. It's the memories created throughout.
I love it when a family comes in, or a parent and a child, and they let the child be creative and paint, and that they're so excited to do it.
It's a creative outlet. We have people that come in and they get lost in what they're doing, and they look up 4 hours later and they're like, wow, that was so relaxing and so fun.
The studio's hours and location are on their website, ceramiccafekc.com. For ONW Now, this has been Keaton Code. Now back to the day.
I've always found pottery interesting. Never really knew why.
Funny story, I actually made a bowl in ceramics one time and had the best meal of my life in that bowl.
Man, on the topic of food, I heard about this mobile food pantry. Let's take it over to Matt to see what the food pantry is all about.
How's it going, Ravens? This morning we are at Hope Chapel, where they're hosting their monthly mobile food pantry to help those in the community who are in need.
So Harvesters does a lot of distributions throughout the whole city, and I can't tell you how many, but there's quite a few. It's distributed out of Hope Chapel. It's through our sub-organization called Open Arms. So we just do one on the first Saturday of every month.
With the helpful hands of these volunteers, several communities in the Johnson County area have been served. There's a strong reason for why you should volunteer.
People should volunteer because there's a really big need around the community, especially even in areas like Olathe or in the Blue Valley or Johnson County areas where we may assume that because it's generally more affluent that the need isn't there, but it really is. Our numbers are going to continue to grow, and people are going to continue to need to be served.
With plenty of positives, the mobile food pantry provides a way to bring out the best in yourself and others.
I volunteer because I just feel a passion to serve the people around me, and I feel like I have an opportunity here to just utilize a lot of the skills that I've been blessed with to really just be a person who hopefully brings a little light and on top of the food that we give to the people around the community.
It's a great operation they have rolling down here on Black Bob. And I also had the opportunity to catch up with another volunteer who said, when the community is in need, we help with open arms. For ONW Now, this has been Matthew Msamembo.
Man, that was one great story, wasn't it, Jeremiah?
Amazing. Thank you, Matt, for that amazing story, though.
Now you know what time it is?
What time is it, boy?
It's time for game day. Let's send it over to Zach.
Thanks, Riley. I'm Zach Coach alongside Evan Stanfield.
We've got a packed segment today, so let's get into it. The girls played this Tuesday against Shawnee Mission Northwest.
The girls started the game rough, but picked themselves up.
Early in the first quarter, Heidi McCormick hit a three-pointer from the wing.
The girls played fast on defense and got many interceptions to give them the momentum they needed.
Jillian Huckabee, Skylar Pierce drained buckets from deep to keep the Ravens in the game.
After a hard-fought battle, the girls ended up losing 32-28.
We're looking forward to seeing the Lady Ravens beat down the Owls this Friday.
Tuesday night, the boys played right after the girls against Shawnee Mission Northwest.
The boys started the game off strong with Logan Burnett hitting 2 threes right off the bat.
Going to the second quarter, Isaiah Cole threw down a dunk, silencing the crowd, which ended the half.
Going into the second half, the Ravens started off slow on defense. With a
close game at the end, the Ravens were down 3 with 20 seconds left.
The Ravens didn't pull through with a score of 62-57.
Good work, Ravens. Make sure to come this Friday to watch the girls and boys beat down the Olathe West Owls.
The boys swim and dive team competed this Tuesday.
The boys did really well with multiple first-place finishes in the medley relay from Noah Brandstrom, Kiefer Yim, Farrell Joswar, and Jack LaRue.
Jack Rossiver got first in diving, and Noah Brandstrom got first in 100-meter backstroke.
Spencer Leon finished first in 100-meter breaststroke.
Last but not least, Josh Bond took first and third place in the 100-meter breaststroke.
Great job, swim and dive team. Keep killing it.
Recently, there has been many injuries in pro football. For example, Damar Hamlin. He recently started his recovering process.
Hey Ravens, I'm Danny Tarek. As you guys may know, there are many injuries that come with playing professional football. So let's take it to Matthew Emson-Meba on what he has to say about his experiences.
So, my injury, I had an isolated ACL tear and a fractured femur. So that means I got really lucky and I didn't tear my meniscus or any other part of my knee.
Matthew walked us through how he got injured and his thought on the whole situation.
So I was returning a kickoff. It was the second kickoff of the year against Mill Valley at home. And a guy dove at my knee and I was on the ground, I was rolling around and it hurt. It obviously hurt, but I thought it was a stinger. So I stood up and I hobbled off the field and our trainer Hawkins, he noticed and brought me to the orthopedic and he tested my knee out and he immediately knew it was torn. By the way, it shifted. They did a little test on me. And before that, I thought I was going back in. I totally thought I was playing. I thought it was a stinger, thought I could make it through. And I've never thought about getting injured that bad. And, it sucked, but we are where we are and we can't change it.
Obviously, after getting injured, you have to take the long road to recovery and carry all the things that it comes with.
So the first step is getting your range of motion back. When you first tear your ACL, it's very swollen. It's hard to put pressure on, so, crutches. But you got to be able to bend your knee before you can go into surgery, or else you won't be able to bend your knee after surgery. So it's going straight to physical therapy, stretching, getting your range of motion back and all that stuff. And then once you get surgery, which I needed surgery, you got to be able to put pressure on your knee. I mean, that takes weeks. I mean, you're going to be bedridden for a good week and a half. It's going to be painful to move, putting on clothes, showering. It's not fun.
We look forward to watching you next year, Matt. Good luck, and for ONW Now, this has been Danny Tark. Now back to the desk.
Our Lady Ravens wrestling team competed this past Saturday.
The girls fought hard and well with medals all over the board.
Cameron West, Chloe Harris, Val Gallion, and Kendall Yarnell all won first place.
Megan Vasquez won second place. Good job.
Last but not least, Annika Taylor finished in third place.
The boys wrestling team competed at Blue Valley West duel versus the Jaguars in combined score of 60-24. Congrats on the boys on their amazing performance yesterday. We're all so proud of you guys.
And with that, our time is ended here on game day. Now let's send it back to the desk.
Exact. I always love game day.
For real, man, that was amazing. But it's time for my boy Lucas to talk about his new story, Birds and Coffee.
What's up, Raven Nation? My name's Lucas Conover, and today I was feeling a little stressed out, a little nervous, and I needed something to take the edge off. So today, we're here to have some coffee and watch some birds at the Ernie Miller Nature Center. Let's go. Not only is bird watching a chill and relaxing environment, but we also met with a professional wildlife photographer, Bill Arujo, to take us through the bird watching experience.
I have been watching birds probably 40 or 50 years. The bird watch, I think one of the things to do would be to get a good book that gives you a lot of information about birds so that when you see a bird, you can look it up and find out what it is. And just being still.
Not only did Bill give us some amazing bird watching tips, but he also gave us his ideal cup of coffee.
You know, I drink whatever kind of coffee, and it's black with no sugar. It doesn't have, you know, a squirt of this or a squirt of that. It's just plain black.
Now enough of the boring stuff. Let's watch some birds. You know, Ravens, I was super stressed out, but you know, now I'm really relaxed. If you guys are interested, Tuesdays, 9:30 to 10:30 at the Ernie Miller Nature Center. Now back to the desk.
Personally, I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but after that, I may have to reconsider.
Yeah, you better.
Well, Ravens, are you looking for a way to give back to the community? Well, let's send it over to Caroline to learn about a way that you're able to.
What's up, Ravens? I'm Caroline Marich, and are you looking for a way to give back to the community? Well, Crosslines is the place for you. It is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to providing stability and housing for those in need.
So we're at Crosslines Community Outreach, and we provide services to people experiencing poverty and homelessness in Wyandotte County. We focus our service areas on housing and hunger. So we want to make sure people are fed, and we want to make sure that people have a warm, safe place to stay. Most of the items that we most need right now are cereal and hamburger helper. Those are our biggest food items. And then for toiletries, we always need shampoo, soap, dish detergent, and laundry soap.
Crosslines works really hard to provide multiple different programs to suit each individual family's needs.
We have a lot of volunteer opportunities. The best way is to go onto our website, which is www.cross-lines.org.
Ravens, make sure you check out Crosslines and bring along your teams, families, and friends to help you volunteer. Thank you for tuning in. Now back to the desk.
Stay on the topic of giving back to the community. Let's take it over to Jillian Huckabee to learn more about my man, aka the ugly dude, Luther Glover.
Luther Glover is a local trainer in Lenexa who trains many different athletes while keeping the same goal.
My goal is to try to get these guys to be the best they can and exhaust all their potential, because no one did this for me, and so my goal is to get everybody the best training.
Training can be difficult for some, but Luther has a different approach to his coaching.
A unique personality, and so with the unique personality along with my training, I make it enjoyable and pretty fun. So it makes the athletes want to work harder, yet I'm not so much of a yes sir, you know, kind of different, kind of goofy, kind of.
With the platform Luther has created, he's attracted many athletes from all over the country.
NBA guys like Brandon Rush, Kareem Rush, NFL guys like DeMarcus Robinson, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins.
With all of the different experiences Luther has been through, we asked him what advice he would give to young, inspiring athletes.
As far as training goes now, it's so different, it's so evolved. I think social media is huge for young athletes, and I think that I would tell them to take advantage of the social media aspect.
Be sure to check out Luther Glover on Instagram at Luther Glover Workouts. And for ONW Now, this has been Jillian Huckabee. Now back to the desk.
Hey, Jeremiah, have you ever looked into your local government?
No, I don't mess with the government.
Well, we got a great interview from somebody who's planning a big event where you can do just that. Let's take it to Tristan Wilson for more.
Hey Ravens, my name is Tristan Wilson, and do you want to be more civically engaged? Well, do I have the thing for you, Student Government Day. We interviewed Sydney Ewer to find out more about it.
Student Government Day is February 10th of this year, and it's a day where you can go and shadow local officials. You can also learn a lot about local government.
If this sounds fun to you, here are a few options of what you could do.
You can shadow anyone from police department, you can shadow people in the public service, you can do infrastructure, pretty much anything that the city has control over, you can shadow.
Well, Student Government Day undoubtedly gives great opportunity to anybody who can do it. But who can do it? You can.
Anyone that is in high school within the Olathe School District, there is some leeway with that. So people who live in Olathe but go to Spring Hill, same thing with Blue Valley, stuff like that.
If you're interested, you are highly encouraged to sign up, and here's how.
The applications will be released soon. I'll have Zook put that in the notes in the nest. It'll be readily available.
Student Government Day is going to be an amazing event for all those involved, and I can't wait. This has been Tristan Wilson. Now back to the desk.
Yo, Riley, you like rock and roll?
Personally, I can't go a day without it.
Well, let's take it over to yours truly, Riley Murray.
What's up, Ravens? Did you know our school has its very own recording studio? Let's take it to Joseph DeVoe, who is a junior here, to find out more about it.
It's literally what gets me here. It's my safe space. It's the place that I like to come. And, I like to use it for what it's meant to be used for instead of, just screwing around. With producing, start messing around. Just start being weird with it. Start making noises, start plugging in. If you have a computer at home and you have an interface, or if you just have a little microphone, or you just GarageBand on, I think that's how a lot of people have started is GarageBand. Just start making noises and making the music that you want to hear. Schools definitely need to be more music focused.
The studio contains an electric keyboard and an iMac with a production software called GarageBand. The studio is also meant for any ecom student who needs to work on any voiceovers or any voice recording.
Music is an expression of self, and that is something that should be taught.
For ONW Now, this has been Riley Murray. Now back to the desk.
Man, music is a crazy thing, isn't it?
Yeah, for real it is.
On another topic, fentanyl is an up-and-coming epidemic. Here's Cece with more on this story.
Fentanyl is an addictive, deadly drug that has been racing across our nation and our community at unprecedented rates. I did some research and talked to some experts about how we can fight this epidemic.
It affects everybody in a community, and I think building awareness and building a recognition and understanding of the dangers of fentanyl is incumbent upon us as in education to help our community and our kids understand what the dangers are.
The DEA's role, we're in the business of reducing the supply. So fentanyl is a controlled drug. Fentanyl in a pharmaceutical setting is a legitimate prescription that is used in surgery and for pain medication.
Although fentanyl can be beneficial for people with medical needs, it has also been abused by its non-medical users.
We are seeing the most we have ever seen in U.S. history. This past year, we seized almost 600 pounds of fentanyl in the division, which is more than we seized the last 2 years combined.
The dangers of using these drugs are very high, and they have a very low amount of reliability.
What gets scarier and scarier is the level of risk and the level of thrill-seeking that maybe exists in kids.
Our agents rarely seize legitimate pharmaceutical pills. Almost all of it. I mean, 99% of what we seize is fake.
If you or someone you know is struggling with a drug addiction, please reach out. For ONW Now, this has been Cece Koparanian. Now back to the desk.
Yo, Riley, do you play soccer?
No, can't say I do.
Well, neither does half this team. Let's take it over to Nathan Lowen on this story.
Nothing but Funyuns. So Patrick Decker, our captain, we like to call him El Capitan. We heard him one night playing COD, Call of Duty. He was like crunching in the microphone. We were like, Patty, what are you eating? He's like, eating Funyuns. We were like, all right. We didn't have a team name by then, so we just like, all he eats is nothing but Funyuns.
My position on the team is the manager, coach. So that's what I do.
I'm the general manager, so I kind of brought together the team. I had the idea probably like early December to, I don't know, play some rec soccer with my friends. And yeah, I think the ball went to Ryan on the left side of the field. Just crossed over, the keeper wasn't there, he just tapped it in.
First goal ever for the club.
Yeah.
It was a big one.
Yeah.
That was great to hear from Coach Martinez and General Manager Jack Sykes, but let's take it to the players.
We kind of fluid positions a little bit, kind of moving around a little bit, so yeah. Whatever Christian wants.
Yeah, I did notice myself playing center back, center mid, and forward. I don't really have a set position. I basically just go out there and win. We don't have scheduled practices.
Not needed.
We are just that good. We just have the talent. We have the athletes. No need to practice when you're that good. We do have a few athletes that don't play soccer. I currently don't play soccer right now. We have Ryan Robinson, also a non-soccer player. Patrick Decker, not very much of an athlete, but he is a player.
Check out the NBFZFC every Sunday at the City of Olathe. And for Nathan Lowen, back to the desk.
Man, we've been through a lot of stories today.
We sure have. And that was our time has come to the end.
But wait, Ravens. Nathan Lowen, late night, right after this. And as always, make sure to follow all of our socials at The Raven Network and The Raven Daily.
Raven Nation, let's fly.
What's up, Ravens? Welcome back to Late Night Northwest. Welcome to the first episode back in the new year. Happy New Year. I am your host and will forever will be for the rest of your life, Nathan Lowen. And I'm joined alongside.
Hi, I'm Connor. Miss Pagel.
Why did you start with hi? Today, we are going to be doing a little dare, a little bet that we actually said. So Connor and I are in the marching band at our school. Connor and I are trumpet section leaders. And we said that if we ever won a competition, we would wax our legs. So for all you trumpet peoples, this is let's get into it. Get on the table. I want you to know, I didn't look anything up on how to wax.
Oh, really?
So
you were the research guy.
Yeah, I did research. I researched what to buy. So step one, slowly peel the strips apart. Here's a before of our legs.
It's on me. You need to have a patch real quick just to feel what it feels like to. You know, we.
Okay, Connor, it's it. Alright.
Do it! No!
3, 2.
Inner thigh. Yep. Yep.
No!
The leg.
No! Not the wax. Do it. Do it. Do it! Ah! No!
All around me are familiar.
How's your Christmas? Oh, it was fantastic. Actually, I got this. When I pulled you. Oh no, it didn't work. No, it worked. It worked. It worked. Got rub it real good.
Oh, I'm rubbing it, Connor.
Yep.
Honestly, the worst part about it is the rub because you haven't felt the pain yet.
No, it's just the anticipation is the worst part.
The worst because the thing with that, once it's rubbed on there, his brain, all he's thinking about is the fact that it's going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. There's no other way to take this off but ripping it. So each second, each moment that you're sitting there, is pain for him.
No.
There's one more. Are you ready?
No. Straight that way. Oh, we got it! We got it! We got it! Woo! Thank you guys for watching Olathe Northwest. This has been Nathan Lowen and
Connor, Miss Bagel. Very painful.
So please, if you enjoyed this, then make sure you watch the other ones.